Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Hypnotized Knight here with a guide for Warframe. Now, if you're a new player dipping your toes into this epic space ninja adventure, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving deep into one of Warframe's most rewarding and replayable events, Operation Plaguestar. This event is a game changer for farming essential resources, especially if you're looking to power up your builds without the usual grind. Whether you're just starting out in the plains of Eidolon, or you've heard whispers about the infested nightmare but never experienced it firsthand, this video is for you. Operation Plaguestar brings a massive infested threat crashing down on the plains, and it's up to you and your squad to stop it. We'll cover everything from how to get started with Kanzu, a full breakdown of the mission step by step with tips to make you a pro, and why veterans, and soon you, pour hours into farming this event for its incredible rewards, like pre-built forma. Stick around, because by the end, you'll be ready to jump in and claim your own victories against the plague. Let's get into it. First things first, to kick off Operation Plaguestar, head to Cetus on Earth. That's the Ostron village where you'll find Kanzu, the no-nonsense quest giver standing near the entrance. Talk to him, and if the event is live, he'll offer special Plaguestar bounties. These come in 3 tiers: Standard for beginners, Advanced for mid-level players, and the Steel Path for the hardcore folks. No big prerequisites for the basic one, just show up with your gear. But for the Advanced and Steel Path, you'll need an Eidolon Phylaxis and an Infested Catalyst in your inventory. Those are event-specific items you can buy or research. Pick your tier, pay the bounty fee and credits, and you're off to the plains. Alright, now to the meat of it, the Plaguestar mission itself. This is a bounty-style operation set in the open-world plains of Eidolon. But don't worry if you're new to the open world, it's straightforward once you get to know the flow. The goal? Collect a special toxin, mix it, deliver it via drone, and use it to burst a massive infested boil that's spawned from a crashed meteorite. The whole thing plays out in 4 phases, and it's designed for squads of up to 4 players, though you can go solo if you're geared up. Expect a mix of Grineer and infested enemies, with difficulty ramping up based on your tier. Phase 1. Raid the Grineer Thrax Toxin storage. As soon as the bounty starts, you'll get a marker on your map pointing to a cave in the plains. Sprint or Arcwing your way there. Tip if you're new. Equip your Arcwing early to cover ground fast and avoid patrols. Inside the cave, it's a quick combat section. Clear out Grineer guards, including some Thrax Centurions that might drop in from the ceiling. They're tanky but slow, so use crowd control, like AoE weapons or abilities to stagger them. Once clear, interact with the Toxin Storage console to grab the Thrax Toxin sample. Pro tip, caves can be dark and cramped, so bring a light melee or frame with good mobility like Zephyr to zip around. Setback here, if you're under-leveled, those Grineer can overwhelm you quick. Aim for at least 30 to 40 gear for standard tier. Grab the toxin, and it's on to phase 2. Defend the toxin mixer. Head to the marked Grineer outpost, which has an armored vault setup. Insert the toxin into the mixer, and you get 3 minutes to defend it from waves of Grineer attackers. They'll come from all sides. Infantry, heavies, and even some vehicles if you're unlucky. The mixer has a health bar, so focus fire on high threat enemies like bombards or nullifiers that can shield your squad. Trick, position yourself on high ground around the outpost for better sightlines. Frames like Rhino or Frost shine here for barriers and crowd control. A common setback is getting flanked. Always watch your 6 and use operator mode to scout. If the mixer drops to 0 health, you fail the phase and have to restart, so communication in squad chat is key. Phase 3, escort the drone. This is where things get mobile and a little bit fun. Once the toxin's mixed, it loads into Grineer drone that auto-paths towards the boil. Your job? Protect it as it rolls along the plains. Enemies spawn in waves, Grineer from bases, and infested swarms from the ground. The drone has health, and keeping it above 80% at the end gives a bonus standing. Super worth it for the rewards. Tips: stick close but not too close. The drone moves at a steady pace, so use K-drive or fast frames like Gauss to keep up. AoE weapons are gold here, shotguns or launchers to clear packs. For tricks, if the drone gets stuck on terrain, a classic setback, especially in rocky areas, nudge it gently with your frame or wait for it to self-correct. Host migration can also reset it, but it might pause spawns. In higher tiers, infested start mixing in, so swap to slash or toxin damage. Solo players, this phase can drag if you're not clearing fast. Bring a frame with speed buffs like Volt to accelerate things. Or you can use Nova's portal ability to create a portal that will instantly teleport the drone to the location at the end of the portal. This can significantly speed up the process. Finally, Phase 4, destroy the boil. The drone reaches the massive infested boil, a glowing, pulsating cyst in the plains. It auto-injects a toxin, and now you thin out enemy hordes while a poison gauge fills to 100%. Remember to stay back though. The boil deals toxin damage, and it will knock you down if you get too close, so mark it and shoot from afar. In standard tier, it's mostly basic infested, like chargers and runners. Easy pickings with any decent weapon. But in advanced and steel path, every 25% progress, a hemocyte spawns. A huge flying infested boss that heals the boil if not killed quick. At a minimum, they're level 100, and they will summon higher level enemies, so make sure to kill them quickly. Pro tip, use magnetic or viral damage to strip their health fast. Weapons like Ignis Wraith or Kuva Brahma excel. Squad roles matter. One player kills the infested, while the others focus on the hemocyte. Setbacks here? Hemocytes can overwhelm new squads if you're not coordinated. They heal the gauge, resetting progress. Also, the plane's weather can change mid-mission, adding visibility issues at night. If a hemocyte isn't killed in time, it might wipe your run. Once the gauge hits 100, boom, the boil bursts, mission complete. Extract or repeat for more runs. Throughout, resource management is key. Bring energy pads for ability spam, and mod for survival since enemies scale. For new players, start on standard and learn the ropes. No shame in that. Time-wise, a good squad can finish in 10 to 15 minutes, but expect 20 or more if you're figuring it out. Common pitfalls include ignoring the drone's path, poor positioning near the boil, or mismatched squad tiers leading to fails. With practice, you'll be speeding through like a pro. Now let's talk about why Operation Plague Star turns into an all-night farming frenzy for so many players, and why you should join in even as a newbie. The star of the show? Forma. If you're new to Warframe, Forma is one of those resources that sounds niche, but is absolutely crucial for progressing your arsenal. At its core, Forma is a rare item used to polarize slots in your Warframes, weapons, and companions. Polarization means changing the color-coded slots where mods go to match your mod's polarity, like Maturai for damage mods or Naramon for efficiency. Why does this matter? Mods give your gear stats, damage, health, shields, etc. But if a mod's polarity doesn't match the slot, it costs double the capacity, your total mod points. By using Forma to align polarities, you free up capacity, letting you equip more higher rank mods without hitting the limit. It's like upgrading your build's engine for better performance. Without Forma, your Warframes and weapons stay underpowered, especially as you hit tougher content like Sorties or Steel Path. For example, a fresh Prime Warframe might have mismatched slots out of the box, forcing tough choices on what to equip. Forma lets you min-max, stack more strength for ability damage, or range for crowd control. It's essential for endgame viability. Veterans Forma their favorites multiple times to optimize every build. But here's the grind. Normally, you get Forma blueprints from alerts, night waves, or clan research. then craft them in your foundry. That takes 12 hours of rush time or 23 hours without. Plus resources like alloys and circuits. It's a slog, especially if you want multiples for a full loadout. Enter Plague Star. This event is the ultimate Forma farm because it rewards built Forma, fully assembled and ready to use, no crafting wait. Through the Operational Supply Syndicate, talk to Nakak and Cetus, you spend standing earned from bounties to buy these. Standard bounties net about 1,000 standing per run, advanced about 3,200, and Steel Path even more with bonuses. At neutral rank, one built Forma costs 3,000 standing plus 5,000 credits. Totally doable in a few runs. And get this, recent reruns include Omni Forma, a super rare variant that polarizes to whatever you need. It's a one-time purchase at a higher syndicate rank, but game-changing for flexibility. Why do people spend countless hours farming? Simple. Infinite supply during the event, which only lasts 1 to 3 weeks. You can crank out at least 10 Forma per session, way faster than regular methods. No more waiting 23 hours per piece, it's instant gratification. For new players, this is huge. Stockpile Forma early to build strong from the start, without the frustration of the slow crafting queues. Veterans farm for alts, testing new methods, or stocking up for friends. This event's replayability, quick runs, squad fun, and scaling difficulty keeps it engaging, not tedious. Plus, other rewards like Ayatan sculptures or even gear sweeten the deal. However, the pre-built aspect is the real MVP. In Warframe, time is platinum, literally, since rushing costs real money. Built Forma skips that, making Plague Star the most efficient farm bar none. Imagine gearing up your entire roster in a weekend versus months of alerts. It's why the community buzzes every rerun. Farm while you can. Don't sleep on this. Join a public squad, learn the mission we covered, and watch your power spike. Forma isn't just a resource, it's the key to unlocking Warframe's depth. So, when the next playstar hits, gear up, talk to Kanzu, and let's burst some boils together. Thanks for watching, Tenno. If this helped, like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'm the Hypnotized Knight, and I'll see you in the plains.